Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing amazing today. In this video, we're diving into the latest updates about Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. You don't want to miss this. So make sure to stay tuned till the end, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It began as a morning like any other. The cameras rolled, the lights glowed softly over the familiar Live with Kelly and Mark set, and the laughter of two people deeply connected, both on and off screen, filled the studio. But behind Kelly Ripa's radiant smile that day, something was different. The sparkle in her eyes held a tremor, a glint of emotion that even years of professional poise couldn't fully hide. For decades, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos had been the picture of partnership, marriage, family, and now, co-hosting side by side. Their chemistry was effortless, their banter seamless. But when news of Mark's sudden illness surfaced, everything changed. The moment everything stopped, it started quietly. A few canceled appearances, an unexplained absence. Fans noticed immediately when Mark missed a live episode. Kelly brushed it off, saying he was under the weather. But those who know her could sense something deeper behind her practiced calm. What no one knew then was that Mark had been diagnosed with a health issue serious enough to pull him away from the show temporarily. In private, Kelly's world began to crumble. For someone whose mornings revolved around lighthearted humor, juggling that with silent fear became unbearable. She's always been the strong one, a close family friend later shared. But when it's Mark, her rock, her best friend, it's different. This time, she wasn't hosting a show. She was fighting for hope. A private battle behind public smiles. Even as cameras captured her smiling face, Kelly was spending sleepless nights by Mark's side. Between hospital visits, family dinners, and production meetings, she carried an invisible weight. To millions, she was still Kelly Ripa, the charismatic, unstoppable force of television. But to those who saw her off-camera, she was a woman holding back tears, trying to stay brave for the man who had always been her strength. Mark, despite his condition, tried to keep things light. "I'll be back before you can miss me," he reportedly told producers with his signature grin. But Kelly wasn't smiling that day. The uncertainty was too real, the fear too raw. Their three children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, rallied around them. Family dinners became quieter, but also closer. Every small laugh, every inside joke, carried more meaning than before. The day Kelly couldn't hold back. The moment that captured the world's attention came during a live broadcast, when Kelly attempted to read a heartfelt message sent by a fan wishing Mark a speedy recovery. She began confidently, her familiar energy radiating warmth through the screen. But then her voice cracked. He's the strongest person I know," she said softly, before her eyes welled up. The audience fell silent. She tried to continue, but her emotions overtook her. We're taking things one day at a time." In that instant, the glamorous television star became just a wife terrified of losing the love of her life. Viewers around the world could feel it, her heartbreak, her hope, and her fierce determination to stay strong. Social media erupted with messages of love and support. Fans flooded the show's comment sections, sharing their own stories of illness, recovery, and resilience. The promise that shook everyone. What happened next turned the quiet heartbreak into a story of profound love. One evening, as Kelly and Mark sat together, just the two of them, he made her a promise that would shock everyone who later heard it. According to a source close to the couple, Mark took Kelly's hand and said, "If I get through this, I'm never letting a single day go by without reminding you how much you mean to me. No more waiting for the right moment. Life's too short for that." Kelly was speechless. She had always known Mark as affectionate, playful, and devoted, but this moment was different. It wasn't just a husband reassuring his wife. It was a man confronting his own vulnerability, making a vow to live and love more deeply than ever before. When Kelly later shared a version of that promise on the show, without revealing all the details, fans were stunned. "Mark made me promise something too," she said quietly, "to keep smiling, to keep believing. Because love doesn't stop, even when life throws you a curveball." That single statement sent waves across the internet. Viewers called it the most emotional moment in daytime TV. Strength in the small moments. During Mark's recovery, Kelly refused to let the fear define their days. They went on quiet walks, reminisced about their early years in New York, and even rewatched old All My Children episodes. the show where they first met in the 1990s. He still makes me laugh, Kelly told a close friend. Even when things are hard, he finds a way to lighten the room. Her devotion didn't go unnoticed. Fans, co-hosts, and even rival networks praised her strength and transparency. Kelly Ripa showed us that love isn't just about the happy moments. One columnist wrote, "It's about standing by someone when life gets uncertain and doing it with grace." The unexpected turn. Months later, when Mark returned to the show, the audience's applause lasted longer than usual. Kelly stood beside him, tears shining but this time from joy. "You didn't think you could get rid of me that easily, did you?" Mark joked, drawing laughter and cheers. Kelly smiled through tears, replying, "I tried, but you're too stubborn." It was a light exchange, but behind those words was a deep sigh of relief. The ordeal had changed them. They'd both come face to face with fragility, and it made their love stronger. Even now, Kelly occasionally speaks about that difficult time, not with sadness but gratitude. "You learn who you are when life tests you," she said in an interview. "And you learn who your partner really is when everything else fades away. Mark has always been my best friend, but now, he's my miracle too." A legacy of love and resilience. What makes Kelly and Mark's story so powerful isn't just the drama or emotion, it's the authenticity. In a world of celebrity facades, they've shown what real partnership looks like: messy, uncertain, but fiercely loyal. Mark's illness was a terrifying chapter, but it also became a turning point. Their bond deepened, their gratitude grew, and their promise to never take another day for granted became a message that resonated with millions. Today, fans still recall that tearful episode and Kelly's trembling voice as one of the most moving moments in daytime television. Because it wasn't scripted, it was real. It was love enduring fear. It was a promise whispered between two souls who refused to let darkness win. And for Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, that promise will forever be the heartbeat of their story, a reminder that even in the face of illness, love can still shine brighter than ever. The promise that shocked everyone wasn't just about surprise. It was about courage, hope, and the breathtaking power of a love story still being written, day after day, live on air, and in every quiet moment they share off-screen. Kelly's tears may have fallen, but what rose from them was something eternal, the kind of love that refuses to break, even when life itself is shaken. A new chapter, life after the storm. After Mark's return, the world seemed to exhale alongside Kelly. Fans cheered, colleagues embraced him, and even the crew members, those who had quietly witnessed Kelly's emotional struggle, were teary-eyed seeing the couple together again under the studio lights. But for Kelly and Mark, it wasn't simply back to normal. There was no going back. Their experience had reshaped everything: how they looked at their work, their family, even the small rituals of daily life. Every morning coffee shared on their kitchen counter now felt sacred. Every laugh on set carried a trace of gratitude. And when Kelly glanced across the studio desk at Mark, it wasn't just her co-host she was looking at, it was the man she almost lost. "We take nothing for granted anymore," Kelly later told a magazine. "The show is fun, yes, but it's not our life. Our life is the moments in between." The promise kept. The promise Mark made during his illness wasn't forgotten. In fact, he lived by it. He started writing small notes, simple words of love and encouragement that he'd tuck into Kelly's bag before work or leave beside her coffee mug. "You make every day better. I'm lucky it's you. Still crazy about you." Kelly would find them in random places, inside her scripts, folded into her wallet, once even hidden in her makeup bag before a live show. Each one was a reminder of the vow he made, to never let a day go by without showing how much he cared. During one episode, Kelly even pulled one out live on air, laughing as she showed the small sticky note to the camera. "This guy," she said, shaking her head affectionately, "he still surprises me after all these years." The audience melted. Stay tuned for all the updates about Kelly Ripa. We are the first to publish all the information about Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, so stay with us to get all the latest updates. And stay tuned to our USA Daily Drop for all updates.